welcome connoisseurs of fine common cardboard to today's live stream. My name's Ryan, go by Papa Popper on the internet, and we're going to be doing a little bit of gameplay today with the deck that we built earlier this week, which was the newly downshifted Goreclaw. So if you're excited about that, we're going to be playing some games with it. Pretty excited about this mono green aggro deck. We're going to be running it through its paces today to see how it plays. So I had a little bit of an unfortunate incident with my OBS where it basically resized everything. I had to redo absolutely everything. So if I'm skipping through different scenes and they look completely dysfunctional, that's because I'm still trying to find the ones that I fixed and that work. So let's see if we can find these here. We're going to go to this one here, to this right here. Okay, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh, man. Hope everyone out there is doing great today. Stoked to have you here. Let me know if the audio is coming through crisp and clear on your end. Want to make sure you can hear me. And I'm just going to do a quick thing here to get the YouTube to show up on the screen. So we're going to get this popped up there and there. And there we go. YouTube chat. I go find that little input there. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. There it is. Size that down. And we can go all the way up to there. And boom. There we have it. Stream Elements confirms the bot is running. All right. So we're going to start off talking a little bit about Goreclaw and some of the recent updates I've made since the last live stream. So we had a great live stream with Derek, and I'd spent a lot of time working with Derek and our good friend Brewbear on Goreclaw. So we kind of had like 2.5 different builds, and where we ended up landing was in a middle ground between them all. So first of all, just to get clear on exactly what Goreclaw does, let's bring this this mama bear up here. Goreclaw is reducing the cost of 4 power or greater creatures by 2 colorless, and then giving an anthem to 4 power or greater creatures of +1/+1 and trample. So the premise of the deck is that we want to play a bunch of ramp creatures. We have 17 here. We want to play this on turn 3. We want to protect it with any one of these spells. And then we want to slam any one of our 30 4 or greater power creatures over and over until our opponents tap out. And it's a remarkably powerful game plan. We have quite good removal with fight and bite spells. We have some really interesting forms of card advantage with like Encore, with Cascade, with some adventure creatures. Certain ramp elements like your Anurid that's going to sack a land to draw a card. Eventually it gets larger. But basically Goreclaw turns creatures that aren't wildly desirable into things that are really, really good. A 3 mana 4/4 that gives you the Monarch and blocks 2 creatures is really strong. A 4 mana or a 2 mana 6/6 trample is a big deal. This deck plays bigger creatures than just about anything in the format. I think the only thing that comes close is Rasad, because Rasad basically gives you Rasad is basically giving you 2 mana 0/6s that hit as a 6 power creature. So this deck and that one kind of take the cake in terms of making some of the largest threats that you can possibly get in this format. So anyways, some of the changes that we've got a couple of we have a new addition from Wilds of Eldraine, and that is Beanstalk Worm. And this one's kind of interesting. It has like half of an Explore on it. You can play an additional land this turn. And then on the back end, you have a 5/4. Now, it should be clear to say that we're only playing 33 lands. We have one, we have the Generous Ent as our 34th land. So it's not an awful, abundance of it, but it's also not like really conservative, or sorry, really, really slim on that effect. And so this isn't always going to be ramp, right? And in fact, even if we get another land out faster, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be able to do anything with it. We might be able to go plant beans, play another forest, play an arbor elf or something like that. But in the chance that we do have, where we do have an additional land and we have a land on the next turn, this is another 2-mana ramp spell, and it's just a 5/4 for 3 with reach. So we did reach for this one and include it. The other thing I realized was that we had 10 removal spells, targeted removal spells, and we had 3 sweepers. And when I talk about sweepers, we have Shinnin of Life's Roar, Alluring Scent, and Nath's Elite, which are going to eat a lot of creatures when they go into combat with somebody. And so they're going to be very effective. Mizu says, "Hey Ryan, how you doing after this afternoon?" I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah, I've been cruising on content stuff all today, making things for Twitter. We got some new patrons that I'm going to be celebrating here in a moment, who I've been designing new little thank yous for, because we want to make sure our patrons feel gratitude for their contribution. So speaking of which, Mizu, thank you as always for your patronage. And yeah. So, and we're going to get to the patrons in a moment here. Just want to get over the concept of the deck. But basically, I realized that we had a little bit too much removal. It was like 13 pieces. It's like, we can shave on that a little bit, because look, we're the problem, not the answer to the problem, right? We're throwing out all these creatures here, and we're smashing people for like 30 damage, and and that's our job. We kill people. We take them off the map. So yeah, cut that, got this up to 30. I had 25 before, and I was able to stack some functions with card like Dreadlenorm, which are kind of expensive protection, but like we make a lot of mana, and mid-game we will definitely be able to cast this, and the +1/+1 counters will be significant. And then it's just a 7/6, which is great. And so we get to add a threat, and we get to add a protection, and then we were able to add ramp as well with Silverglade Elemental, which is a card that I think is underplayed. This is a really good card. It's a 5 mana for a 4/4, searches for a forest and puts it into play untapped. I also made room for all of the haste creatures. The Tyrannix Atrocity, Wrecking Beast, and Rampaging Rendhorn are all very explosive ways to push a bunch of damage. And then respecting auras that could be put on our commander to subdue it, I did bring in the Conclave Naturalist and the Wickerbow Elder. All of these here, some of these came at the expense of 4-drop creatures, but others did not. We also brought the card advantage in from Annoyed Altasaur. So a couple of subtle changes there, just shifting the balance of cards around. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Mizu says, "How worried are you of hitting the removal off of your Winding Ways and such?" Yeah, I mean, this is part of the reason why we wanted to go up to 45 creatures and 30 threats, was because we really want to make the Winding Way and the Lead the Stampede and the You Meet in a Tavern really good. And so I think I'm pretty confident that what we've done helps with that. Adding the Dreadlenorm as a protection spell as well as a creature means we can hit this off of Lead the Stampede. So that's really good. One of the other changes that we may make at some point is that Heartwarden may become a land untapper at some point, but I'm valuing the card that I can draw off of this over the potential to synergize with Utopia Sprawl and Wild Growth, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we're gonna go back on that. So let's go untap O land CMC equals 2, and let's just do the Portent Tracker here, or we could do Voyaging Satyr. Yeah, Voyaging Satyr is going to be the better one here. It just has 1 more toughness. And we'll bring that one up to its proper spot here. So go under ramp. Yeah, we just want to maximize those those ways that we can get 2 mana off of a ramp thing. Goreclaw reduces the escape cost of the Typhon. Ooh, that's a good question. I've kind of wondered that myself. Let's see if it says cast. Exile 4 cards from your graveyard. Yep, you may cast it from your graveyard. So yeah, that's really sick. Yeah, so for 5 mana, we get a 7/7 that swings as an 8/8 trample. Yeah, if we ever, can fight this with something and it dies and then we can bring it back, that's pretty hype. There's another one that we could play too that's a 4/1 for 3. So it's a 1 mana 4/1, and that one escapes. I think that one's actually worth playing too because the escape is so insane on it. So yeah. Really quick here, I am going to hop over in and just see. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Gonna be looking for our game here. All right. Yeah, Loathsome Chimera. Yeah, let's take a look at that one. Yeah, this is a 4/1 for 3, which does mean it's going to die in combat. It'll die probably on this first swing, but it is swinging for 5 as a 1-drop. So it's a 1-drop that swings for 5 with trample. And then we can escape this for 3, exiling 3 other cards, and it's going to come back as a 5/2, which will attack for a 6/3. And I think this is probably just good enough, right? Like, we actively want this thing to die, and if other people don't want it to die, then that means they're just like taking 5. And I think that's also pretty good. And it's 1 mana, so it's a great curve filler. Generally speaking, we don't play cards like this because our card advantage is bound up in the fact that our creatures don't die in combat. They're very sticky. They don't die to a lot of things because they're really big. If anything, it's going to be like Goreclaw that's going to get the hate. But the rest of it, it's just, keep swinging, and it's either the Abyss or, it's just pushing huge damage. So that's kind of a form of card advantage, right? It's like a lot of creatures, you play them out and they just die. And these ones generally don't. So I definitely like this card. We'll put that in sideboard just because it has that escape and it's so cheap. All right. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of cPDH going today. It's a little bit behind the 8 ball just on our with the schedule today, so I didn't organize a group or anything. But let me see if I can hop on Twitter here, and we'll get that going. Let's see. Okay. I'll find Discord here. We'll reach out to a couple different people. Let me know if you have any questions about the list that I can answer while peeking around here. Let's see. Grab something real quick too.
Yep.
Okay. We got a little bit of a slow burn today. If y'all just hang on for a second, we'll get some games in here shortly. Hope y'all are doing great out there. Oh yeah, I wanted to celebrate our newest patrons. Let me see if I can pull this up here. We just had 2 new patrons sign up to the Common Connoisseurs at a $5 and $10 amount. So I want to thank them both for really just ensuring that this content continues to flow. So in honor of them, I've made a new little animation here. The first of them is Addicted to Soda. So I want to give a big shout out to you. Thank you so much. Both of these people, as far as I understand, are relatively new to the server, which is really exciting. They joined the server and then they immediately are like, wow, we really want to support this. So Yeah, heart goes out to you. Thank you so much for the support. So we've got Addicted to Soda, and then we've got Dax Goes Face. So both of these folks, thank you so much for your generous contributions, and I'm eager to start playing some games with you. For those of you interested in supporting the Patreon and supporting the new purchase of a computer for me, because my 8-year-old computer is built with the finest components of 8 years ago, but it is no longer holding up. I've had numerous blue screen of death moments on live stream, which is agonizing, and so that is where your contributions go. It's always to the improvement of the stream. It's always going to infrastructure and ways to continue to increase the quality of the content. Eventually, we're going to have, when I move out of my current location, we're going to be moving over to a green screen, and things are going to get even cooler. There might be a whole bunch of stuff coming up in the next couple months. So if you want to support the content, you can go to patreon.com/common connoisseurs, and you can support at a $2, $5, $10, $20, or $50 level, depending on your financial capabilities or just how stoked you are on the format. So hey, we've got Saxo Soren. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I think that's what it looks. It's the OE that's confusing me. Saxo Soren says, hey, Ryan, what's the snow permanent synergy? Ah, yes, good question. So let's take a look here. We actually need to remove all 29 of these, and we need to add in 29 snow forests for this to work properly. Everybody would know the difference anyways, but the snow permanent synergy has everything to do with a couple of untappers we have. So we just have the Sculptor of Winter, untap targets snow land, and basically one of the most powerful things we can do in our first couple of turns is deploy something that makes more than 1 mana. And there's a couple of ways to do that. One of them is with Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl, and Wild Growth. And we're not relying on this happening, but occasionally it does. And but the reason we play this is because it's just a 1 mana dork, and these are, pardon me, caught something in my throat there. Utopia Sprawl and Wild Growth are both mana dorks that have haste. So they're 1 mana, and they're going to give us a ramp. So maximizing any way that we can make more than 1 mana off of a dork is huge. So we have Priest of Titania, we have Arbor Elf or Sculptor of Winter with Utopia Sprawl or Wild Growth. Soren, cool. Awesome. We also have Devoted Druid. We have Elysian Caryatid, which makes 2 mana. We have Leafkin Druid, Priest of Titania, all those. So Whisper of the Wilds. Yeah, all those work. All right. Oh, ew. Okay, so Saxo Soren, are you in Norway or in Sweden, Denmark? And that's the sound. Is it ew? I've been to. I actually spent some time living in Sweden and in Denmark. Okay, Denmark, awesome. I had an exchange student of mine that came from Denmark, and he was from Bornholm, and now he lives in Copenhagen or Copenhagen. I can't remember exactly how to say it, but yeah, that's awesome. Well, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Must be early in the morning there, right? Got to clear that frog out of my throat. I'm going to hop into a chat room here and see if we can grab some people. Hello there. Hello there. Who here is looking to find a game?
We are in a game.
If you sign into the,
I'm gonna be dead soon,
what is the
so you
link
can
again,
have my
Bobby?
spot in the next game because it should
Oh,
end pretty
okay.
quick.
It looks like there's 5 here, 6 here. So is there another person looking for a game?
That's a Gator. I don't know if he hasn't
Okay.
talked yet. So
Cool. Well, I'll wait for the end of this one and then I'll hop in.
yeah, sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
activate Rakdos in it.
All right.
I'll play Goblin Instigator.
Yeah, so Soren, the name of our exchange student
get it, got him.
is, well, he's no longer our exchange student. He's, here, one sec, we'll mute the Discord here real quick. The name of our exchange student at the time, his name was Simon. Simon Bruce, I think was his last name. And he lived with us for 3 years. And we also had his friend Christopher, who came and stayed with us and lived with us as well, and kind of became a bit of a brother to me for the 3 years that he was with us. So, yeah. I know it's a small country, like a couple million people, so it's possible. It'd still be kind of wild if you knew him, but. All right, looks like we're pretty close to getting a game here going. All right, let's see. Yeah, Bornholm is really small. Yeah, I can't exactly remember the. Let me look up his last name here. Gotta go on Facebook, the dreaded Facebook. Yeah, Bruce, Brucz. So. And for those of you interested in a game, we've gotten a couple people wrangled together. We've got 2 slots currently for those interested. And then we'll get moving here. Thanks for everybody who's joined us today. Glad to have you here. Got a bit of a slow burn as we get ready for a match today. Kind of busy working on stream-related and channel-related stuff, so I didn't get to wrap together a group of people to join us just yet, but we'll get there. No rush. In the meantime, you guys let me know how you're doing, what decks you're excited about in cPDH. Are there any cards from the new WoW Wilds of Eldraine set that you're really excited about? I know that I've already been finding homes for a variety of different cards in from WoW. And in fact, actually, if we go back here to this right here, I've been making some fancy little infographics to post on Twitter. And we've got this one right here. It says it gets +0/+2 if you have more than one permanent enter the battlefield in a given turn. So it becomes a 2-mana 3/3. Nothing really to see here, in my opinion. It's a little bit anemic, but you know, it's possible you can make this work with you know, maybe some sort of mono white pauper deck. But 3/3 kind of runs into a lot of 4/4s and 5/5s in the format, so it's not super premium. But with a Rally the Peasants or, you know, any other token generation. Soren says, don't know him, but I know 4 Bornholmian friends in common. Oh, wow. Okay. That's really funny. We've got Cut In. Don't think this card is very good. Removal at sorcery speed's not very premium, even though it does give you a little bit of a buff. Let's see, undeafen here. Yeah, And then going back to this here, we've got Brave the Wilds, which is kind of looking out of focus here. It's kind of funny. This one's interesting, though. 1 mana, you search your library for a basic land card, put it into your hand. But if you bargain it and you sacrifice an artifact, token, or enchantment, you can make your land into a 3/3 creature with haste. Now, this one's kind of interesting because we can essentially use this to turn an indestructible land into an indestructible 3/3, which is kind of cool. So maybe there's some sort of a, like a Jund affinity deck that relies on Deadly Dispute instead of Thoughtcast. You play like Blood Fountain on turn 1, turn 2, Brave the Wilds. There's things you could do here. Searching for your basic and fixing your mana. Maybe you go back into Carapace Forger. You still get access to Galvanic Blast. You get the good removal in black. Not sure what else green gives you in there, but this one's kind of interesting. In cPDH, it's going to be more about Leyweaver or Loreweaver, which isn't really a deck that's seeing a ton of play right now just because it doesn't defend itself very well, and it tends to get hated pretty hard. But yeah, there's definitely potential here for that. And then we've got Into the Fey Court, which is, your classic like 5 mana draw 3, creates a 1/1 fairy token with flying that can't block anything but things with flying. And for most decks, this kind of effect needs to be instant speed to be a desirable effect. But maybe this is something that Aethersworn Sphinx wants because it comes with a 1/1 when you cast it. It's certainly possible. Maybe a Moti could play this as well. Bit more narrow though. And then we've got Hopeless Nightmare, which is 1 black for an enchantment. When it ETBs, everybody discards a card and loses 2 life, except for you. And then when it's put into a graveyard, you scry 2, and that has the ability to sacrifice itself. It's all for 1 black. And this one here, I think, could go in mono black aggro decks in the format. It does stick around at Add Devotion for Gary. It drains, so it's dealing 1 mana, deal 6. The discard a card isn't very good for cPDH, in my opinion. Discarding cards from your opponent's hand in cPDH, if you're not the combo deck, is kind of sketchy because it causes people to discard their interaction and hold on to their card advantage. Card advantage can recover a hand that's been decimated by discard. But when you discard people's interaction, it opens up room for the combo player because they discard everything but their combo, and then they just have their combo. So I don't really like mass discard for that reason. But in 60 card, going Hopeless Nightmare into Core Skyfisher, into turn 3, like Hopeless Nightmare, Core Skyfisher, you can start to see how that would be really good. You do like a Pestilence build with like, blood tokens and all this other stuff too. Musa says, I'm excited for the Hopeless Nightmare. Cool, and the new Ashiok's Reaver. And then we've got Troublemaker Oof. Troublemaker Oof is a pretty interesting card as well. 2 mana, has a bargain on cast. You can sack an artifact, enchantment, or token, and it's going to exile an artifact or an enchantment. So this one here is pretty cool. There's ways to reuse this in Rocco, where you can bring it in and out of play over and over again. Temur Sabertooth could do the same thing. If you have this with like a Lissalana Huntmaster, you can go pretty hard, sacking tokens and blowing things up and returning it and all that stuff. It is just 2 mana. I think this is a bit of an improvement over Masked Vandal, because Masked Vandal you have to have something in your graveyard. And a lot of times we want to use those creatures in our graveyard. So Soren says, Charade of Numbing Depths. What's your opinion? I think I could be totally wrong on this, but I'm not impressed. Yeah. There's a lot of ice and tap down effects in the format. And so I think there's potential to play like a weird Orzhov control where you're just icing things every turn. But I don't know. It kind of makes you responsible for like dealing all the damage, and I don't really love that. It's also 4 mana, so if it were like 2 or 3, it would be kind of a different story. But I'm not super high on it, in all honesty. I think most of the commanders from this set that I've seen so far are not good. There's not a ton. You can flicker. Yep, you can definitely flicker. You can pack a combo in there too. And of course, it's a good color for flickering. and it does have card advantage on it. So, you know, there's definitely routes to be taken there as well. Gonna make sure we get a person in here. Next one we've got here is Ice Out, and this card feels like feels like WotC really loves Third Path Iconoclast, because this card is very good for that deck. You can sacrifice an artifact, which means you can sacrifice a rock, you can sacrifice a 1/1. Enchantment's not going to happen. We're not going to be sacrificing our makeshift munitions, but it's just another counterspell, and it's really narrow. It's going to be mostly a TPI card, and it's very good there. Next one is Flick a Coin. Flick a Coin here is not terribly playable anywhere other than Zada. And in Zada, this is a massive ritual, okay? It's a massive ritual. It's enough mana that you're going to make from this that you'll probably just like replay a bunch of creatures. If you have Goblin Caves, you could do it. I think still, though, there's a good chance you kill a lot of your own stuff with this. And so I'm not... I don't know. It's drawing a card and it's ramping you. So it's like draw, you know, if you have 8, 9 creatures in play, it's like draw 9, make 6 mana, you net 6 mana. It's pretty good. Probably worth playing. And then Not Dead After All is looking pretty promising as well. This one is going to see waves in a lot of other formats. Any format where people are, you know, using Grief and Fury, this is quite good, because it's essentially the same thing as Feign Death, except that it's coming with an aura instead of a +1/+1 counter. And that aura says when the aura goes into the graveyard, everybody loses 1. So it's a minor upgrade on a deck that's already pretty aggressive. So that 1 damage can matter, absolutely. You know, it's a deck running Lightning Bolt. It's got Flicker, you know, not Flicker, but Fury. You know, which is an 8 damage, you know, 4/4 double strike when you evoke it, and then you scam it. So for scam decks, which are already kind of the best decks in Modern, this is definitely very good. In our format, it's just another Grave Flicker for 1, which is phenomenal. So we're kind of starting to hit that critical mass where I think you probably have well over 12, you know, effects that can basically cheat something into play. So definitely cool. And then Return Triumphant is a card that I've already been putting to work. This card is basically recommission. You know, it's basically Unearth, but it gives it the benefit of also having an aura, and it can grow the creature several times based on attacking. And the reason I have this in Vizkopa Guildmage, and that's just one home for it, is that this and Recommission can get back any Extort creature in the entire deck. And that's really good, because Extort's one of the best mechanics, I think, in cPDH. It's both aggressive, and it's basically like unblockable damage that's also got lifelink on a creature that can still attack. So I have both of these in there. But this is also, you know, for a lot of white decks, like maybe Mentor of the Meek, this will be really phenomenal. I've heard a lot of people talking about playing this on Phyrexian Censor. It's an option as well. We have Johan's Stopgap. Johan's Stopgap was something that initially I was kind of like mid on, and I'm still pretty mid on it because it's a sorcery. And it feels like if you're sacrificing something, that it should have been an instant. It should have been an instant that bounced something and drew a card if you're going to bargain. Because bargaining, there's a decent chance you're like sacking a rock or something to this, you know, and or an enchantment, right? And I just don't think that's very good. So the fact that it's sorcery just really takes it out of contention, even though it would be really good in TPI if it were an instant. Then we have Return from the Wilds. This card is great, very modal, a lot of different powerful modes on it. Not powerful, but reasonable modes on it. This could go in Witherbloom Apprentice. This could go in Maja, Brettguard Protector, or Maya. I think it's called Maya. Maya Brettguard Protector. MJA. But yeah, the ability to like search for something, making a food token. It's kind of like gaining you life. This is good. Making tokens that you can utilize is good as well. Maybe something like a Scarland Thrinax deck that needs to fix its mana while making tokens. Ravenous Squirrel, also a good home for it. We got Ice Out, we covered that. Then we got Torch the Tower. This one is like right on the edge of finding its way into TPI because it is just 1 mana. And all of these bargain effects enable us to sacrifice the target of an Echoing Decay or an Echoing Truth. So if we somebody casts that and we have 1 mana up, we just go Torch the Tower, bargain as a cost, meaning that it loses its target, and then they no longer kill all of our board. And it's 1 mana for 3 damage with a Scry 1, and it exiles. So there's a lot to like about this, but it doesn't go face, and it's only 3. And nowadays, I feel like I want to be dealing 4 or going face. So, you know, there's a question between this and collateral damage would be the comparison. Collateral damage doesn't exile and it doesn't scry, but it does go face, and it still sacrifices. So I think there's some rationale to kind of thinking about collateral damage instead of this. And then we got the Beanstalk Worm, which we just talked about. I don't know what other homes this will find in. I think that there's still like a build of Tatiova out there that instead of playing like pure ramp spells, I would play ramp spells that are attached to bodies, like Wood Elves, Ondu Giant, Silverglade Elemental, just like big bodies that can block and protect your life total while also putting a land into play and drawing you card and gaining you life. And this, being an explorer, is kind of going to do the same thing. You play a lot of lands in that deck. This is going to be just a creature that you can play after you've done this. And it basically is explore, because you're going to play out a land and then you'll draw a card. Now, it's not explore in the same way that it is in Tatiova, where you draw 2. But yeah, that's a good one. And then Rowan's Grim Search. Soren, I heard you mention this one. This one is really good. Instant speed, 3 mana, draw 2, lose 2 is plenty good on its own. But it has this secondary mode where you can dig 4, take 2, and put the other 2 into your graveyard. And this card is like very staple black spell. This is just generically like really good. We already played cards like Blood Pact, which only have the added advantage of targeting a player if you wanted to, but that really doesn't happen that often. So pretty happy about this one. Plays really well in Corpse Augur. Plays great in Golem. What other decks? Might be like Thrall Parasite. It would definitely see play there as well. So yeah, definitely a great card. And that's kind of the end of those. Okay, let's see. We're still waiting for our game here. Maybe what we'll do in the meantime here is we'll run it through a couple of sample hands here. Let's go, discard that. Okay, so here's a great opening hand. If we draw any elf off the top, this hand is going to go absolutely insane. We have a removal spell, we have 2 threats, we have 2 sources of ramp actually, Beanstalk Worm being the other one. We're getting some bad allergies here, so I'm a bit congested today. So yeah, we'll run through the little play test here. Play a land, pass a turn. Ooh, this is a very strong card. This is one of the better cards in the deck. Let's see if we can go view card here. This one here gives a massive buff based on your devotion, and it's just 2 mana for a 5/3 trample, which is very good. Everything has trample in the deck, so this hits really hard. So in this case here, we would go Priest of Titania, because we really just want to hit another elf. There's a protection spell. So now what I'm going to do is actually we're going to go for the safer play, which is going to be 1/2 Beanstalk Giant or Beanstalk Worm. Put this land into play. And now we've got protection up. So we can go 1 mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Goreclaw. And then I think we sit back with the protection up. This is a little bit slower, but we've got so much power in hand right now that it's perfectly fine to just sit back and hold this up. So let's say somebody goes to kill it, we protect it. We've also got the worm here in exile. And there's the Silverglade Elemental. So we go 1, 2, 3, Silverglade Elemental, tutor up a forest, throw that into play, untapped. You can see the power of that there. And then we'll go 1, 2 for the Huntmaster. And then now we're going to deploy all of our threats, because even if Goreclaw dies, it doesn't really matter. So this is turn 5, and we have 5, 10, 15, 21 power on board. And if Goreclaw dies, that's fine. So let's just presume it dies. And then we'll go here and go 1 for Utopia Sprawl. And drop this here. Pay 1 for that. It's basically free, pays for itself. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cast Goreclaw. And then we just swing with these here, get a bunch of damage in. And then we're playing out this worm. 1, 2, 3 for the worm. We have a removal spell here. We could have used this in conjunction with this right here to literally one-shot somebody. We would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devotion. So it would have been 10, 20 damage with this and with that. That was actually a line we could have done. But yeah, pretty powerful. So we run these out till like turn 5, 6 just to see how they go. No ramp in this hand. We do have protection. We have a more expensive threat. We want to see this on our top deck, not so much in our opening hand. So we're gonna restart this one here, get a mulligan. We have we have 1 ramp piece, but only 1 land. So we're gonna go down to 6. And this right here we can play. We have 2 ramp creatures and then 3 4-drops. So in this case here, I don't think there's a chance we're pitching our lands or our ramp. So it'll probably be, I think it'll be the Bannerhide Crew Shock, which will go to the bottom, because the Gnarlback Rhino can draw us cards. So we'll draw for turn. That's a very good draw. We'll go Boreal Druid, or sorry, Elvish Mystic. And then we'll go here. We'll go Opal Palace. 1, 2 for Uvenwald Captive. Well, you know how it is. Want the green here for Boreal Druid. We're going to untap with 5 mana in play, maybe more if we draw land. Okay, so 5 mana here. We can play Goreclaw with Opal Palace. That's going to be our best bet here. And we're going to scry. And we will leave this on top, actually, because even though we have our mana set up, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could go... Yeah, I might honestly just go... You know, we could just go these 2 and dig for more action. 5 mana is enough to cast anything in our hand. Let's bottom it. It's devastating if we hit a sweeper here, but... We're going to go 1, 2. 1, 2. Ooh, we're a little bit choked on green mana here, aren't we? We have 1, 2, 3 green mana. So let's just play something bigger then. We'll just play the Annoyed Altasaur. Tapping down. Cascading into land. Generous Ent? No, I don't think so. No, it is. Oh my god. Yeah, so we get Generous Ent with a food token. It's going to go to our bottom. And then I think this shuffles, doesn't it? Nope, it does not shuffle. Okay. Draw a card. So now we can go 1, 2, Emperor Crocodile. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see. We'll go 3 or 2 for Gnarlback Rhino. And then we'll use Gnarlback Rhino in conjunction with Ancient Animus to draw a card as a removal spell. Let's see here. Go to LFG here real quick. Okay. So you can see pretty sick start there. This one here is no ramp, and a lot of I mean, we have ramp at 5, but that's really, this is more like, it's not ramp in the sense that it doesn't contribute to our numbers for like 1 and 2 drop ramp cards, which is what we want. So this one here also not good, so we'll go down to 6. This one here, I don't love it. We're gonna go to 5. And this is good. We have wild growth. We're gonna ditch the protection and the removal here. And we'll bottom those. And we'll draw. That's excellent. So we'll go 1, 2, wild growth. You can see the power of the beanstalk worm here. There it is. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, beanstalk worm. Put this into play. 1, 2, leafkin druid. Now we're going to be able to play our commander with protection up and with an opal palace. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Goreclaw. Scry 1 off of opal palace. Lead the stampede is exactly what we want. And then if somebody goes to kill it, we'll go Ranger's Guile, protecting it. Draw. Now we're going to go, we have this threat, which we can play with this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, lead the stampede. We want to basically hit a bunch of 4-drop creatures here. Winding Way is unfortunate. Meet in a Tavern, wow. Those are not the cards we wanted to see in there. That was not great. We basically just pitched all this stuff, which we wanted, but that's fine. We did get some creatures here. Ulvenwald Captive. So now we can go 1, 2, 3 for this card here, which has got haste. So we'll go to attacks for 10. And that's 10 damage on turn 4, mind you. So we'll play this here. Play out the captive. Captive, we can sink mana into this to flip it. And then what do you know? It becomes a 4/6 on the flip. So this is one of the reasons why I prioritize this card, is because when we don't have anything else going on, we can just cast that. So we're going to cast that, and we'll go 1, 2, 3 for the beanstalk worm as well. And then we'll draw for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll flip this. There you go, F for flip. And now we can attack for 20, 21, 21 on turn 6. Not bad, not bad. Even if our commander dies, we can recast it with Opal Palace. So say it dies. Maybe it dies before combat. And then we draw, and we'll just go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go like that. And we'll recast Goreclaw. Oh, this is Opal Palace. Oh, even better. So we wouldn't have been able to scry last time, but we left it on top. So it's going to come in as a 6/5. And then we'll probably run out this Boreal Druid just in case we hit like a Lead the Stampede or a Winding Way. And nothing off the top, but that's fine. Like, this is what I'm talking about, like with the card advantage, is that we just have a lot of ramp to replay our commander, and in this case it's getting bigger off of Opal Palace. And these creatures are not going to die in combat. They're just too big in this format. So that was actually a pretty good Mold of 5, I would say. And welcome everybody who's joining us right now. We're doing a little bit of play testing here with Goreclaw prior to doing some FNM tonight. We haven't found exactly all the people we need just yet. I've got some reached my feelers out to a couple of different people who might be down. We're going to continue doing that, but glad to have you all here. It might take a little second for us to get going, but in the meantime, we're just going to be running through playtest hands with Goreclaw just to demonstrate why this deck is so phenomenal as a cPDH deck. let's see, copy text here. So we'll keep this here. We don't have any threats, but we do have you meet in a tavern, and we're going to make a lot of mana. So we're going to draw. There's our threat. We'll go Mystic into our next draw. We'll go into Boreal Druid. So now when we untap, we'll have Ranger's Guile, which is great. So we'll there's a removal spell. And now we could actually cast Study Hall. Generally speaking, people are going to try and remove Goreclaw prior to combat, or on site, one of the two. Depending on their hand, how scary you are, you know, in relation to them, that kind of stuff. So I think what we'll do here in this case is we don't need the card advantage just yet because we have this creature. And I think we're going to draw a creature off the top. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 and cast Goreclaw. We're going to actually leave a land up just so that somebody can't kill this and deny us the mana. And then say we need to protect it because somebody is scared. And there's a land, unfortunately. But we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast You Meet in a Tavern. And we're going to look at the top 5. Nope. Yep. That's a great draw. Yep. And then creature? Yeah, that's sick. So we got Entourage, Bayou, and Arbor Elf. Pitching Wrap in Vigor and Forest, which are going to go on the bottom here. Now, in this case here, I think what we're going to do is go Arbor Elf, and then go Llanowar Mystic, or sorry, Elvish Mystic. Well, actually, no, we don't have to do that. We could just go 1, 2 into Fierce Witchstalker. We're going to make a food. And then next turn, we're going to go absolutely insane. The other option there would have been play Arbor Elf, run out Bayou Groff, sacking the Elvish Mystic, or the Boreal Druid. Perfectly reasonable as well. And we're going to try and get the Entourage out as soon as possible here. So this one right here is 5, so it's going to be 3 mana if we don't want to sack a creature. So we can go 1, 1, play the Arbor Elf. We've got a lot of lands, so we're just going to pay 1 Arbor Elf, sack the Arbor Elf to the Bayou Groff, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 for the Entourage of Trest. Gain the Monarch. And then basically we can protect our board with this right here. This is pretty threatening. This is, 21 damage on turn 6. So I think somebody's probably going to try and interact with us, and we'll go Wrap in Vigor. And then we'll untap. Now we don't have any... Oh, we need to draw for Monarch. There we go. We don't have any more action going, but if our commander does die, we do have Study Hall, which is great. And we're going to continue to draw cards, so we can just crack a food this turn. Swing for 20. Maybe somebody goes to kill our commander, and we get the value out of it, and we bite down, kill something before it dies. And then end of turn, we're going to have Monarch. We'll draw for Monarch. That's a great draw. We'll be able to ramp even harder. We'll draw again. Unfortunately, no more action here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or actually, is there another way to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we go... This rushing out another land isn't that good for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do have all of our lands out, so we can't do this and Goreclaw at the same time. And Goreclaw is important, so we're going to play this and we're going to smooth our draws out. Really glad that we did that. We could keep this, but I think we just want a threat right now, so we'll bottom all those, and then we'll pay 2, and we'll adventure this, putting a land into play. End of turn, we're going to draw for Monarch. Not great, but we'll draw. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 for these right here. So you can see turn 8, we're slapping pretty hard. Okay, great. Looks like we've got a game going, so I'm going to hop on in here. All right, we're just about to hop into a game here, so I'm going to be audio off for a moment. Once we've got everybody situated and once we're in the game, I'll let them know that we're live, and then from there, then we can then I'll be able to chat with you guys a little bit more. So again, hope you're all having a great day, and we'll be into a game here real quick. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get that. It's like, yeah, I was hoping you would. Yeah, I was banking on the fact that Larry was ahead in turn order, so you would want to use the spell bomb on it, but it was killing you.
Yeah, I just took too much early aggression that I couldn't do. Like, I wasn't incentivized to help anyone else try to stay alive anymore. So
Yeah.
This was almost a 3 aggro pod against you. To be fair, like
Yeah, I didn't even attack Bobby, and I think I did a lot of damage to him.
yeah, I mean,
yeah, no, it was
I
good.
don't know.
That's its job.
Lotad, you notice I'm not on Snow Swamps because I took out the gangrene zombie. I don't think it's that
Yeah.
great.
I'm gonna bounce for a little bit, but I'll be back later if there are more games.
That's fair.
So, thanks for the game, guys.
All right.
Yeah. See ya.
See you. I don't know what this card is on your right. I don't know. I'm looking at it now.
It
Oh,
deals
this
one
one
damage, I
card.
think.
Yeah, pings everyone for
Discard the
1, makes
card.
them discard a card, and I gain 1 life. It's just a Cauldron Familiar with discard.
Oh, I did not know this card existed. Huh? That's kind of cool.
It's decent. It's a good turn 1 play.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm happy to do another game.
Yep. I think
Yeah.
Ryan's here. Is Lane wanting to jump in? Let me ping him.
No, I think Islam
It's
said
just
he was done.
it
Oh, no,
is just
Islam?
Ryan
Oh,
that's here with us currently. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I can hop out for his lane because
Oh yeah.
that game
No,
was
that's
enough
cool.
for
That's
me.
cool. Larry finally getting a W after so long. No, actually, no. Aaron still won
Yeah.
that, didn't he? No.
Yeah, you thought
did.
it was so close to a Larry W, but
It was
yeah, no,
that
understandable.
close. Fuck. yeah.
So I added a bunch
oh
of
my
new
goodness,
cards to
that
the deck.
darkness fucked me.
That
That darkness
darkness-
fucked me.
That was
That
that was a
darkness
good.
could
The
fuck you.
strands. I had the strands to just stop Jury, and then I could have. It's fine. That was good. That was still
Yeah.
awesome though.
Yeah. And the reason I revived Cauldron Familiar instead of just moving straight to combat is because I didn't know if you had a removal for Larry. But if I revive Cauldron Familiar, then you can't use the removal on Larry.
Nah, I don't have hard removal like that. Again, what I needed to do, I actually didn't even think of this line, was I did have like Spirit Link in my deck, which I had Healer to Pilgrim to tutor for it, but I was only stuck at 3 lands, and I needed a 4th to play it all in 1 turn. So I could have regained my life, but that would have taken me like 2 turns, and and then Basher could have been bounced and shit, and it's like, yeah, that would have been awesome. I needed to gain that life in 1 turn.
Yeah, I think that's 7 life. Oh my gosh. I was wondering why he didn't attack me, and then I was like, oh, that's why. 7 life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like the strands, like life loss getting around strands was massive too.
Yeah, I mean that's like half of the deck though. So
No, of course. I've had a game that's similar to where I got around strands.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that Siphon Soul did keep me in the game a bit longer. That was a good,
It,
yeah, good 6
Yeah.
life. But oh my gosh, 1 life off killing Aaron. That was if I could have won the game if I just moved to combat and then played Lampard, sacked them both. But
Lampard would have been sick, yeah.
yeah, if I just did that play, I was worried about you having a kill spell. That was the issue. If I realized, wait, Mono White doesn't have instant speed removal, then
It's not like that, yeah.
That's what-
then
I needed.
I would have won.
You did make the right call attacking me though, like for sure, because like I did have life gain is in the deck.
Spirit Link, yeah. I was thinking like there's probably
Yeah.
something that gives your commander life. So you were my biggest
Yeah.
worry because of the chance you would gain a bunch of life. But then Aaron gaining was the one that gained the bunch of life.
Yeah, and I've done my testing. I've tested Bastion against Larry, and it is genuinely a good matchup, like we've said, like you've seen. Because if you didn't have the Darkness, which is like probably one of the few outs in the deck,
Yeah, then
Like, yeah, like, I
I'd
would
have
set
to
up to
block
just
with
two-shot,
Larry,
right?
and yeah, I'd be way behind.
yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure.
'cause
And it's
what
like,
kill
yeah,
spells
and
do I
that game
have?
is so. You have
I can't. Oh, I can defile.
for
Yeah,
5
defile
swamps. Yeah, you've got the.
Defile for 5. That's not happening early games.
Yeah. And Bastion gets bigger than 5 toughness too, so that doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, and it can.
Hey,
Yeah, and
Jonathan.
then the
You
grass.
need, so, like, in Edict,
Yes?
you do have like flesh bag and stuff potentially, but like
I
I was
took-
able to
I
play
took
around
Flesh Bag
Edicts
out.
with like
Yeah, I
with
took
Spirit
Flesh Bag out.
Companion. Yeah.
Gator's going to try to get one in later, but he's got kidney stones, so I don't think
Oh.
he's.
Hey, welcome, Dew. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Ryan. She certainly lives up to the loves up. I'm sure you meant lives up to the terror of Kalsisma. Agreed. Yeah, I'm very excited about this commander.
Hopeless Nightmare. I saw you went crazy over that when I showed you that.
Oh my god, that card is disgusting.
It's like instant include in Larry. I don't know how much 1 mana is
The
about. I was looking, it's like,
the
okay.
scry 2 you get off it too is like what
Yep.
the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's just a bonus.
I'm
And
most
too
excited
bad-
about that
like you
card
saw it
in
like in your
60 card.
situation, right? Where you could just. Yeah. Oh, what were you saying, Ryan?
In 60 card, I think that's where that card is going to find like probably its best
Oh.
home, because you can
Yeah,
go turn 1.
Yeah.
Hope you can go Nightmare into Core Skyfisher, or into Dreamstalker, or into Aviary Mechanic, and then you can just start to loop it. And if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
playing Pestilence, you just like play a Pestilence. You play, maybe 2 or 3 copies of Pestilence. You play, maybe like Auramancer. It's also an enchantment, so you can just slot like a single copy of Tutorable all the glitters into your deck. You do like an enchantment sub theme or artifact sub theme with Ichor
Maybe, yeah.
Wellspring and Deadly Dispute.
Like
and
black
then-
white.
Yeah, black white grind.
Familiar, like Flicker of Fate would be funny. Yeah.
Yep. But it's not
Like
to say
black
it's
white ephemerate. That's in the deck. Yeah.
yeah, in Ephemerate. Yep, you can play Dawnbringer Cleric too to synergize with all the all the not flickering but sort of returning creatures. But I think in cPDH,
And you
just having
blow up
like
your
a
thing to scry to.
yeah, you can always just scry too. And then you can play Omen of the Dead, which loops with Core Skyfisher and with Dreamstalker and Aviary Mechanics. So you
Yeah.
could just go Orzhov, or you could go Esper. And then I think the other thing I'm excited about too is you use Troll of Khazad-dûm to fix your mana with duels. And then you use Omen of the Dead to get it back so that you can cycle it to get more lands again. So there's some
that's
really cool stuff there.
interesting.
Yeah, I wrote up a list, and I haven't posted on Instagram or on Twitter yet, but that is definitely, I think, a good tool for Black-White Pestilence or some other variant of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen Pestilence in a long time. It's really just
Yeah.
black white ephemerate.
Yep. Yeah, Pestilence is pretty slow in Pauper, and so there's a lot of really fast things happening, and you don't really want to damage yourself because there's so much damage going around already.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
It's like
stop.
because like at the moment, if you want a control deck, you've got I forget the name, like Gomag, and
Yeah.
Terra.
Well, I mean, those aren't really control. It's like a tempo deck, right? But
Tempo.
I mean, or
Oh yeah. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. But then at the same vein, though, if you're playing like a deck full of, reusable Dawnbringer clerics, you can do a lot of work on the reanimator stuff that's going around right now, as well. So
Maybe yeah. Dread Return stuff is cool.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Dread Return,
Um,
Exhume stuff. So yeah.
mm,
So, anyways, but yeah, no, I think in cPDH though, I think Larry, the loyal subordinate, and Gollum are both kind of interested in that card. It's a lot
Yeah.
of damage for 1 mana.
yeah. Um. Who's in charge of turn order? Who swapped? Oh
His
yeah,
lane.
Islane. Okay, cool. I think
He
Islane.
cheated. He put himself first.
Islane.
I did 3.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to starting 7. Starting 7.
And just a quick heads up here, I currently have everyone on mute, but is anybody upset if I live stream this here? Cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right,
I'll try
cool.
to keep my background. I'll mute myself.
You're fine.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
okay.
not getting any background noise. You're good.
Not now, but soon.
My kids are a little on the crazy side. So
Damn
Children.
kids.
That's to be expected.
Yep.
I'm just thinking if I want to keep this.
You can't hear
Nah,
mine
I'll
because
go
he's in
to.
his room down the hall yelling at somebody that he's playing video games with. So
That's
Maybe
right.
your
it
kid.
doesn't echo far
Right.
enough.
Lotad, there's someone in chat here
Yeah.
wondering, Mizu's wondering if you're playing Bastion Protector this game.
Well, yeah, it's should be showing up on the spell table. Yeah, I'm on Bash Protector.
Awesome. Cool. Didn't know if you were swapping out for something else, so.
No, I'm still on it. I'm gonna go to my second 7. Yeah, I'll keep the second 7. This seems alright.
I've got a second 7 here.
Yeah, I should probably look. Yeah, this is serviceable for 7.
I'll keep my
Keep it.
first.
Actually, I'm trying to debate. Actually, I might not want it or not. I'm just sorry. I know. So I can be weird like that. It's like, hey, this hand looks good, and then wait a minute. I'll see how it goes. I will keep the 7. I'll keep the second. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, we need to get our chat here on display. Delete that here.
Okay. Everyone's kept their starters.
Yeah, I think we're all good to go here.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me-
All right. Good luck, guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Are you all set, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Or- okay. You
Thank
were
you.
saying something about. Oh yeah, I see. You put it on screen. I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's draw for turn. Let's play a forest into a Blorbian buddy, and I will pass.
Hey. All right. Draw for turn.
Oh, I guess I should reveal my sticker sheets. I forgot about that part.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
When
Okay.
it dies, return.
I'll just do my. I'll just play this tapped and pass. It's jury step. Okay.
So notably, the one with Undying works really well with Gary. Outside of that, these are kind of just value cards.
Okay, that's cool.
Ryan, you're done.
Yep.
I'll play a mountain. I'll play a shambling ghost.
All right.
That's true.
Draw.
I said mountain. I meant swamp.
Play a swamp. Yeah, we got you.
Cheaty face.
2, for Dusk Legion Zealot. QB draw.
All right.
Who's alive? And I will just pass.
Okay. My turn. Draw card. I'll play a Plains. I'll play a Goldmere, and I'll pass.
Forest.
It's gold.
Go Elysian Caryatid. And then I will pass the turn.
Goreclaw seems like he's going to be pretty good, considering a lot of the stuff with 4 or bigger power is kind of expensive.
Yeah, Goreclaw makes a lot of cards that wouldn't otherwise see play very, very good. And some cards that do see play.
Play a mountain, and I'll play Jury.
This one does.
Go to combat. Who's gonna get bigger? One at you, low Ted.
Yep, figured.
Faster.
All right, now tap and draw. Play another swamp. Let's pay 2 for this prize statue. ETB make a treasure.
All right.
Then I would like to make sure he's just a 1/1 right now, yeah? Combat. I'm gonna swing Dusk Legion at Aaron.
Yeah.
Alright. After that, I'm just going to Village Rights it away. I'll draw
Alright.
2.
Cool.
I've got 6 in hand. I will pass turn.
All right. Move to my turn. Draw card. I'll play a Plains. All right. I will cast Bastion Protector. He's a 3/3, except he's a 5/5 of indestructible. And then I'll pay 1 for a Relic of Progenitus. And then with that, I'll pass.
Forest. Goreclaw.
Cool.
And I will pass the turn.
One. And I'll play a Carrion Feeder.
Sure.
I'll sack my Shambling Goss to the Carrion Feeder.
All
I've had
right.
a +1/+1, and Jury a +1/+1.
Nice.
What about the trigger off cast?
I'm going to make a treasure.
Okay.
Where are my dice? Okay. Let me get my treasure. Treasure. I'm gonna tap 1. And I will play a Kirk Clan Shaman.
All right.
I will sacrifice a treasure
So Crockland.
to Kirkland.
Yep.
To deal 1 damage to the board.
Oh, do you have the mana floating?
I don't. Can I do anything with it? No, I
No,
can't.
I'm just
I can't
wondering.
float
Right?
it.
'Cause, yeah, Crockland's a red anti-stacking artifact.
Yeah, I have to sacrifice this artifact.
No, it doesn't have a cost.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
it
sack
means
the
you won't
artifact.
get the mana. You can't use the mana for the treasure.
I don't think he
No,
cares.
I don't.
He's trying to kill
Right.
it.
I don't care. I'm killing the board.
So
once-
you're
Oh, okay. I thought Crockland was like. I thought Crockland was red and stack something. That's mine.
okay.
No,
That's cool.
So
Most-
sacking the token to the Croc Clan.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
to
pay
deal 1
No, that's
2
perfect, that's
and
fine.
cast Rapid Vigor and regenerate my creatures.
That's good.
I also have a
I'm
response.
sorry,
I will
Aaron.
crack for a green and give myself a ticket before this dies.
Cool. All right. Yep.
Um,
That's all good.
They don't really have a way to track that, so I've just been using experience because, obviously. So that'll be my tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my mistake, Aaron. Sorry.
no, it's all right. Go to combat.
Yep.
Carry fear just came down. Two at Ryan.
Yeah, I'll block with Goreclaw.
Oh yeah, because damn it, never mind. Well, that sucks. Oh well.
Really?
Actually, I'll
Just
sack
sack
the
it to the
carrion
Carrion
feeder.
Feeder. Yeah.
Seriously. Oh, to get here, and then it'll be a 3/3.
Okay. This will die and then regenerate because of Rapid Vigor.
Yep.
Let's say till end of turn.
Yeah. It's regenerates just a
No,
protection
it's just
bubble.
it's just the next instance it would destroy
Yep.
its not. So like after this, it will be killable.
Yep.
Right.
could
Well, and
bolt
then I was gonna say, with jury dies, you could still kill it.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
can't.
When jury
Yeah, you can.
dies,
Yeah.
it just says
It-
it's already been regenerated once. So
So
yeah,
the,
that's the idea.
I mean, if
Like,
you
run
want
three
to,
till it, then deal 3 again.
yeah, you could do that if you want. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. Little suicide pact.
Boom.
I assume you're passing there.
Yep.
Okay. Tap and draw.
On Inslane's end step, on Inslane's end step, just Inslane can pick to exile something from his grave.
On Aaron's, sure. I'll exile Village Reds.
Okay.
I've already drawn. I will play a Darksteel Citadel. And I'm gonna try and jam out Cypress.
Okay.
That's good. I'm passing.
All right. Move to my turn. Draw card. Okay. Alright. We're gonna pay 2 for Mind's Stone. Yeah, I'll go to combat. Alright. I'll attack Islane for 5.
Sure. No blocks.
And then with that, I will pass.
Forest. Silverglade Elemental. And with that, I'll pass.
All right, on tap. Draw.
Just sandwich.
I'll play Command Tower. Into a Fleshback Marauder.
Yeah, that works.
That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. I was kind of expecting, but I didn't know what to play. I didn't think to play into it or not. All right.
Yeah, this is why I usually don't play this guy unless I have protection.
Last turn.
Well, yeah, no protection would have helped you there, but I guess some sort of fodder on board is protection, you mean?
No,
Yeah.
no, like a Feign Death or something. Kind of.
No, I guess,
No,
yeah,
I
that's
just-
what
I-
you're playing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the black
I would have
protection
had it with
definitely
the.
helps
I
you
would
from
have had
an
it with
edict.
the treasure, but
Mhm.
that got forced. It didn't
Luckily
get forced, but
nowadays,
it was
like edicts
helpful.
aren't a huge part of the format, so
I play several of them, but it makes sense for me.
I know edicts are good. I mean, it's just about playing
Eh.
around them.
yeah, they have targets, but they're definitely worse now than they ever have been in my experience.
Oh, I don't play them in
Okay.
any other decks. This one that makes sense because I can recur them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great right now. That does a thing, but I need other things to happen first. Ugh. Yeah.
Well,
I
luckily
guess.
for you, the Bastion Protector went away with that too, so that's also good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or good for Islan, I mean.
Spell bomb.
I'll spell bomb. Okay.
Then nimble right schematic. Make a construct. Yeah, not a whole lot doing. I'll pass there.
Hmm. I want to keep this spell. I want to keep this relic, but I'm gonna crack it now because I need to draw into a land. So everyone exiles their graves, and I draw a card.
Cool.
Okay. I'll draw.
Oh
a
no,
10.
my graveyard.
I know. Oh, 2 cards.
I do have
Yeah.
Voracious Typhon in here, but that's the only one that matters.
All right, I'll play a plains. I think I'm gonna take some. This is gonna probably be a start game now, so I'm gonna play my mid-range game. Crazy how this is a Voltron deck that plays mid-range, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna play Steadfast Unicorn. And then let's just get this out of the way. I'm gonna play and flashback Battle Screech.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Caw, caw. Bird Gang. Anything else?
All right, 2 of them attacked. And then I'll pass. Yeah.
Arbor Elf. Let's see. Wait a second. No, I need to think about this. We'll go 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll go Arbor Elf to. We'll actually hold the Arbor Elf. Yeah, and we'll tap 6 here for Goreclaw. And then
Yeah,
we
'cause the carrier
will.
taps for 2. Yep.
Mm-hmm. We'll go ahead and punch you, Aaron, for 4.
Big 4. Done.
Yep, I'm all done.
On tap. Draw. I'll tap 1 to play a Mod Fanatic.
All right.
I'll tap another one to Play a Skirt Prospector.
Yep.
And then pass my turn.
Tap and draw. Damn it. I need land. It's not land. Wizards, Rockets. I'm going to then play Liquid Hermit.
All right.
And I will pass the turn.
Okay. Move to my turn. Draw a card. Right. I'm gonna play Plains. Okay. Where should I be? Yeah, I'll go to combat. I'm gonna swing the birds at Ryan for.
No blocks. Go to damage.
Okay. Yep, damage. Alright. Second main phase. Alright. I'm gonna recast Bastion. And then with that I'll pass.
Into his turn, I'm gonna kill your Caryatid.
The Caryatid?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. You really got it out for me here. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, and I have stickers as well. Let me make sure we make those nice and clear for everybody here.
Okay.
Yep, let me see what these are. We've got when this permanent leaves the battlefield, draw a card, Vigilance, and Ward 2 as our options
The
here.
first one's the Eldrazi one too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have ways to. I'm only ever using the first mode. So Ward 2, draw a card. If it dies, Vigilance. Yeah. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Oh. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and cast Snake Umbra, targeting our commander.
Okay.
Draw a card on combat damage.
Yep, and Totem Armor.
Cool.
And let's see, where are we going here? Yeah, we're gonna go to combat. Any response to going to combat?
No.
Okay, it's gonna be the Goreclaw at you, Islane, and the Silverglade at you, Aaron. So this will go to a 5/5. This will go to a 6/5. Okay, and then I will draw a card, and then I will pay 1 for a Arbor Elf, and I will pass the turn.
I think I don't know if the eggs might be.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Tap 3. I'll sacrifice my Prospector for red mana, and I'll play Point of Discussion. Oh, I don't have to do that.
Nope.
It's not 4. It's
Yeah, you've got 3 there. Yeah, that's cool.
Point of Discussion.
Draw away.
I'll lose 2. First. 1, 2. Go to 18. Draw 2 and get a blood. I'll play a mountain. And I'll go past the turn.
All right, end step. I'd like to tap a black into this to make a black. Sack it, draw a card. Aaron's grave, and I'll use the black floating to draw a card. Then I'll move to turn and draw a card. Do I even have anything? I don't. I just put those in my graveyard. It's what? It's only creature. Well, that sucks, but I don't have anything for this Witch's Cottage, but it would work if I did. But that does give me manas. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. 6, but I'm gonna take this legal game action of replacing my land drop with this thicket.
Cool.
Because I can't really do anything with the mana. Anyways, so might as well do this instead. We'll pay 3. Play this ticket at the Matron. To 2/2 and ETBs, I get a ticket, and I can put a sticker on the land permanent I own. This creature attacks, you get a ticket. This permanent dies, you may return the creature to its owner's hand. Or first strike. I don't like any of those options. I am going to pass on that May trigger.
Okay.
And then I'm going
Everything.
to pass the turn.
Okay. I don't know if you meant like pass your turn or pass the trigger. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying. All right. My turn. Draw a card. Okay. I'm gonna play planes. I'm gonna move to combat. Unicorn trigger. All my creatures get 1/1 in vigilance till end of turn. Right. Sebastian, I've already marked you for 5, right?
Who?
Is Lane.
Islan.
I've been marked
you with Bastion already.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna deal 8 to Aaron, and I'm gonna attack Bastion at you, Lane.
Yeah, I'll block.
Okay. Right. Move to my second main phase. Whoops. Yeah, I don't think I don't have anything for my second main phase. I'll pass after that.
Okay. Go to my turn. Well, let's pay 3 and we're gonna do finishing move. My sticker spell.
Okay.
We're gonna target the Silverglade Elemental here on the Steadfast Unicorn.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a response. I'll pay 2. I'll Flicker of Fate my Unicorn.
Any responses to the
So it's a
Flicker of
new
Fate?
object.
Let's see. And I'm not exactly clear with the finishing move. It says you get 2 stickers, then you may put a sticker on target non-land permanent you own on a non-land permanent. So I still get the stickers. I still get the sticker and the tickets.
That is first, so yes, you
Yep,
get
first.
two things, and then that, and then target creature control
Got it.
Do to
Okay,
me.
I'm gonna give vigilance here to my Goreclaw. And just to get that out of the way, and then with the flicker of fate on the stack, I am going to pay 1 to untap a forest, and pay 1/2
Okay.
to cast Prize Fight. And I'm going to use, let's do Silverglade Elemental. And
Yeah.
it'll be targeting the Steadfast Unicorn.
All right. I've got no response to that.
Okay. I will make a treasure. And then we'll resolve the prize fight, resolve the flicker of fate, resolve finishing move. And then,
Yeah. So
oh boy.
Goreclaw's vigilance now, you said?
Yeah, it's vigilance. That's right.
Okay.
And, you know, in all honesty, it would be wrong for me to swing at anybody right now, even though I'd like to draw the card. And so I think the correct thing to do, even though I want to draw the card, is to, let's see, Islaine, you've taken just 10, so you're not dying on the next swing?
I took 6. Oh, you mean
Well, you've
what you
got
would be
5
doing
commander
now?
damage, or you've
No,
got 10
you've taken
commander
5
damage?
damage, and you blocked, so you're still on 5 damage. No, he blocked.
Oh, he blocked. Okay.
I've taken 6 from
yeah, so he's
Goreclaw,
on
and I've
5.
taken 5 from Bastion.
Okay.
Oh, Goreclaw damage. Right. My
I'm
bad.
gonna swing. I am gonna swing with Goreclaw. I think I need to draw cards right now. It's gonna be. It's gonna be at.
Islane would be the right attack if you're trying to Voltron. I mean,
Well, I think Islane's the one who has answers to the Bastion Protector. So, yeah, it's just gonna be at you, Aaron.
I
We're
don't-
gonna swing for 6.
Yep.
And I will draw a card off the thingy, and then.
well, Aaron has edicts and stuff, but yeah.
Yep, he's got a turn though to find that, and then I have to find my answers as well. So, and with that, I will pass the turn.
That and drop. Play a Terramorphic Expanse. Got 2 to play a Mindstone. Put that on the Casper.
Lay down. Go lay down.
I think it's on to you, Islaine.
Oh, my fault. Dog was distracting
Okay.
me.
You're no worries.
Untap and draw. Alright, well, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is enough. We will remove a counter. Pay 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. to recast Cerberus. If that is good, I will play this Witch's Cottage that you totally didn't know about. And it'll come in untapped, but I do not have a trigger for it, and I don't have attacks. I don't have much to do. I'm living on the edge, folks. I will pass.
Okay.
And you only have
It's
5
my
commander
turn.
damage?
Draw card.
I have 5 from Lotad, 6 from you.
Cool.
Hmm.
I was much more worried that you would die this next turn due to commander damage, but I hadn't realized you'd blocked, so.
I mean, such is the way. You know, sometimes you get
Yep.
your value edge out and you do the thing. Other times you just get focused down.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go to combat.
Yep.
Bastion's gonna go at Ryan, and then
Uh-huh.
I'll swing the birds at his lane.
Interesting.
I cannot block birds. That's 4.
Yeah, I guess edicts don't do much right now, do they?
No. They suck against TPIs. They suck against Abdils. They suck in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
but there are still.
they do.
There's
a
if
couple
you
of,
can recur
like,
them enough,
corner
sometimes they
cases.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, there's corner cases to them, and they're still worth. Like Chain Devil is the one that's worth playing, basically.
Honestly, Chain Devil's the one I hate the most because I run a lot of tokens.
I'll lose 2
Yeah.
life.
Uh-huh.
Yep, so I played out Porcelain Legionnaire. I paid 2 life, so it only costs 2, and it's a 3/1 first strike, and then I'll pass.
Okay, I'll go to my turn.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still on Chain Devil. It's just the worst
Oh,
one
yeah.
for me.
Yeah. It's the best one against everything that you want to do against, but it's the hardest one on your board. Okay.
Oh, did you block Bastion, or did you?
No, sorry, I
take
got
it?
distracted there while I was talking. So there we go. We got the 5
Okay,
in.
so okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
there
cool.
we go. Yep, we're good. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna go. One mana. We're very threat light this game. We're gonna cast Utopia Sprawl. You'd think that in the deck with 30 threats that you'd draw more than one of them, but here we go. We got Utopia Sprawl. We're gonna go 1, 2 for Sculptor of Winter. We have all of the mana. And then I will go to combat. And we're going to declare these attackers at you, Lotad. And they're going to get a buff.
Okay.
That's-
Before blocks.
Yep.
Yeah. Before
and this is
blocks,
vigilant.
I'm going to pay 2.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Triclopian Sight. Enchanting Bastion Protector. When it ETBs, I untap Protector. And then it gets 1/1 in Vigilance.
Okay.
Spicy.
Yeah. Then if we go to blocks, I'm going to block Goreclaw with Bastion.
Okay. And I will pay 1 for Ranger's Guile, targeting Goreclaw.
Okay. So how big is Goreclaw now?
No, it'll be 7/6.
Yep.
And then I'll pay 2 to cast Gaia's Gift on Goreclaw.
All right.
Going to give him a +1/+1 counter, reach, indestructible, hexproof, all that stuff.
So they just bounce.
So no,
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's-
trample over.
Oh, it's trample.
Yep, I'm going to trample over for 2. And then I'm going to hit, it's going to be
And then I'm
7
not
in
blocking
total.
Yeah, so I'm going to go down to 20.
Yep, 20, and then
Cool.
I will draw a card off of Goreclaw off the Snake Umbra, and then
Okay.
with that, I will, let's see, untap. Untap. No, that's fine. Yeah, let's see. So I can go 1, 2, 3. Can make 3 mana. Okay, that's fine. Yep. And then I will. Oh, oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's go there and then down 1 because I'm going to lose the buff and I'm going to lose the Ranger's Guile. And then yeah, I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Yep, pass turn.
Yeah, Brian passed,
Brian,
I think.
He said pass turn.
Yeah, it's all you.
All right. First, I'm gonna tap 2. And I will daily dispute my blood token.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a treasure in its place.
Where's
I'll
that
draw
overwhelming remorse, fam?
And then
So I took 2 Goreclaw damage. Gotta make sure that's sorted. Yeah.
yes, that's fine. All right. Then I'll go to my turn. Untap. Draw. Yuck. Got 4. Replay 3.
Okay.
And I will pass turn, I think.
Tap and draw. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't really. Really wish that would have been a land. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna move to activate Sivrus. I'm gonna sack prize statue to make a treasure.
All right.
And then Lotad, Tree of Tales, Ryan, Supernatural Stamina, and Sirith Ungle Patrol for Aaron.
You can have that.
Yeah, you can have the
Yeah, you can have that.
Cool. I will play the land as land for turn. There we go. A creature notably did hit the grave because that's a mill, so I will have
Yeah.
Cloakwood trigger.
What was the
unless-
creature you milled? I just want to see it.
It's it's from Lord of the Rings. Pay 1, tap, sack another creature, draw a card, create a food. It works nicely
okay.
with the cat.
It's very
it
good
hits
in
the
that
graveyard?
deck for sure.
Oh,
Everything with
Yeah, that's
Sivrus it's a mill activation, and then you choose to pay 3 life to keep it there, or it goes into my hand. But it still is seen by Cloakwood Hermit that it was hit the graveyard.
yeah.
Yep.
It
So
hit
I
the
will
grave.
have-
Yeah. That's
I
cool.
will have some squirrely boys at the end of turn. All right, so let's see if we can make some stuff happen here. Let's crack this. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5. I
Time
would
for a
like
new
to
Bliet, my dude.
Cast a Gary.
Hey.
All right.
1,
that's
2,
devotion
3.
Okay.
So just 3? Yep.
That's 3 damage to everybody.
Yep. Get your life total back
I
up.
will
Yep.
gain
Nine.
9. 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Then I would. Yeah, I mean I could do that now, but that doesn't make a lot of sense now because of reasons. So maybe. Yeah, maybe. Oh well, we could do that. That cost me another mana. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll go. We're gonna go 1 for a Springleaf Drum, and then we've got 4 mana, 5 mana. I mean that's okay. We'll pay another black for a Witch's Cauldron.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
All right.
Do. Yeah, I am going to pass the turn there.
Okay. Right. Just gotta figure out how much mana I've got. So. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna crack my Mind Stone and draw a card on your end step. Right. Then I'll go to my turn. Let's see. This is a bit. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Okay. I'm gonna go to combat. Bastion can kind of just get chump blocked by his lane.
Absolutely.
So I think, yeah.
I'll
So
be
I think I'm
jumping
gonna
too.
swing. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's in chump duty, right? It's interesting. Yeah. I'll swing the birds over at. I'm just concerned because his lane might have like a feign death effect, but I mean, if he has it, he has it. Right. I'll
Does
swing the
have one.
birds over at. What? Sorry.
He does have one.
Yeah, you know he has
Oh,
one.
right. He has the supernatural strength. Yeah. I can't attack into him.
You do know about
Right.
one of them.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna swing the birds at his lane, and then yeah, Bastion's gonna go at Ryan.
Yep. We'll. Oh, these are all snow lands, by the way. I updated it, but it didn't. But I didn't refresh my Mox field, so just so you know, with this right here.
Rule 0. There's no lands.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And this is not. I didn't mean to do that. We're gonna put the Arbor Elf underneath that Bastion Protector.
Okay. Yeah. I think Islane took his damage.
Yep.
You blocked. That's cool. I'll move to my second main phase.
Oh, I forgot to make my scrolls as well.
Yep.
They're tapped, so it doesn't really matter, but
Okay.
they should be here.
Yeah. I'll play my Spirit Companion. We'll draw a card. Yeah. And then after that. I think I'll pay 1, and I'll attempt to Sunlance Severus.
Yeah, you might want
Yeah.
to do that. I'll crack a treasure and throw the stamina on it.
Okay, that's cool. Does it come back tapped?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Then with that, I'll pass.
There's only one of those that does it untapped.
Yeah, Undying Evil. Yeah.
Demonic Gifts. Actually, demonic. Yeah, you're right. Undying Evil does too. Yeah.
That's the one I had to cut because that one puts a counter, and if you already
Yeah,
have a counter,
if you already
can
have one,
fuck
it
you.
doesn't
and
work.
It
Yep,
it
yep.
fucked me before. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep. Wow, very threat light. So we can go 1, 2, tap, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna cast Wrecking Beast.
How was that?
And it is
Riot.
a
So
6/6
a
riot.
7/7 or a Tasty Boy.
Or
yeah?
just
Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like having a big boy, an even bigger boy, would be nice.
Haste is also
Let's-
pretty good here, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I can punch through on you and not lose the Wrecking Beast because I get the Goreclaw trigger. And I think, yeah, so what we're going to do is, I think we're just going to buff this guy up to a 7/7 and just chill. Could be correct as well to swing, but
I feel like Azelane does kind of need swinging at right now.
oh yeah, I'm gonna swing at him. I mean, yeah, your board state is concerning. You're very stable, and you have a means of preventing me from getting through on you. But we are gonna push 12 at you, Islane.
Yeah. 12. Yeah, that's fucking rough. I'm gonna tap
Fair.
this. I'm gonna throw the Feign Death on Grey Merchant and throw him in front of Goreclaw. So,
Alright.
1/1 counter. It's a 3/5.
Hold on. So,
So you feigned a death before blockers, Islane, because you said you were going to use it
Well-
then block.
Well, no, it's fine if he.
I mean, I said it all at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
Are we-
So you're declaring blockers.
yeah,
and then you're
blocking
using-
Goreclaw, and then I'm using Feign Death.
Okay.
Okay. It's just the sequencing's important in case Ryan does
1,
have to
2,
interact. but-
3, 4. I mean, I'm kind of okay with the life totals going down, but it's also
I mean,
like
you're still gonna apply commander damage to me, which is gonna be like what 7. So you're still gonna apply 2 commander damage, which is supposed to be at 8, which makes it
and we'll get drained
easier
for
to get you.
4. Yeah, I mean,
no,
that
it'll be
kind of-
3. Oh no, yeah, it is 4.
Yeah,
it's
4
increased.
for that, and then you'll gain 12.
It's also killing
think-
Aaron in response.
Yeah, that's
Or-
what I think is. Oh well, I mean there is Aaron. Yeah, Aaron, do you have any response to that?
I have a response, yeah, but
Because I'm gonna pass priority on
Okay.
on that. Yeah,
so I
think
I
this
do
is,
have a response.
yeah.
I'm gonna sack my Terramorphic Expanse.
Hey, Jonathan,
Can I
welcome to
have
the chat.
trample, right?
Jonathan
They go
says,
to
"Happy
swamp.
Friday, everyone." So, I am vibing. Thank you.
Jury counter. She's a 2/2. I'll sack my Start Prospector for red mana. Answer 2/3/3. I'm gonna sack my treasure for black mana. Makes her a 4/4.
You've
I'm
got
gonna
a
use
red in the
this.
pool, right?
He's
I'm gonna
got-
use those.
Black.
Okay, I could do that. I actually could do that. Red. I got a red and a black. All right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tap a black to play Undying Malice on Jury.
Okay.
And then I got that in a red. Reckoner's Bargain, sacrificing Jury to deal 4 damage to the
Woo! Wow.
Gray Merchant.
Is it enough? How big is it?
It's a
a
2/4.
Okay,
yeah,
still a
the
2/4.
Gary's a
Good.
2/4.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I kept thinking it was a 3/5. That's if it came back. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Any response?
I mean,
to
it's
that?
already been declared as a blocker, so like I'm still not gonna.
You take trample
Wait.
damage.
The trample.
I'll still take the
trample,
trample. So it's
but-
it's 3
Yeah.
instead of 2.
No. You're
It's
not.
all
You're
of
not
it.
eating the damage because it's dead. Yeah.
You take all of it.
No, excess damage. Trample's excess
No.
damage.
No, but it's not excess damage because it's declared blocks, but then it's dying, so there's no toughness to eat it up.
Yeah, so he
Well,
takes all of it.
no, that damage is dealt to the player instead of the creature. That's how trample works.
No.
They
But
can't
No,
damage is
it's
an
the
out.
creature.
That's why you can't just like sack a creature before.
No,
blocks,
hold
'cause
on, hold
there's
on,
no
hold on, hold on.
toughness there.
You never want to sack a creature before you trample, because if you do that, you're
Yeah,
taking it
yeah.
all.
Exactly.
Like, right,
yeah.
this
and
is
so,
good for you. Like, let's keep this in mind.
no.
right?
I totally.
this-
That's what I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying this is making it so that he's taking the full damage. I was just clearing that up for everyone. So,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he does.
yep.
And what's the
Yep.
total?
So we got 12 here. And then I will draw for the Snake Umbra.
How much was it, Goreclaw?
7 Goreclaw.
Gray comes back
Cool.
in with a +1/+1 counter, and I gain 2 life. 1, 2.
And then second main, I'm going to play a land. Tap 2 for Priest of Titania. Which, as glorious as a mother she is on chump blocking duty. So, and with that, I will pass the turn.
Okay, untap. Draw. I'll play a mountain. I'll tap 2. And I will put Unexpected Things on board.
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
Get
That's
you back
cool.
in.
So she gets another +1/+1 counter.
Yep.
And she gets a life linking counter.
That's right. Coin.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You gonna block me, Lotad?
How big is it?
A 4/4.
You can't just swing it Islang, you know.
No, it's a 3/3, right?
1, 2.
I
Yeah, it's a
mean,
3,
he
3.
already neutered the fuck out of me when I should have been killing him and gaining a bunch of life. So
Yeah, he had to do it though.
We don't needlessly need to point more aggression my way.
No, I don't think you
I'm
should.
gipped.
You're not the one that
No,
should
I'm just
be
saying it's a
attacked
free.
right now.
All I'm saying is that it's a. Okay, like.
I know.
Yeah, it's. All right,
you gonna-
Aaron, are you trying to get a death trigger in, or are you trying not to get a death trigger?
Just trying to
I'm
get
not
lifelink.
trying. I'm not trying to let her die.
Right. Yeah.
I
Like,
just
I
wanna
am
hit somebody.
blocking with Bastion. If you want
Okay.
to attack with it, but
All right, I'll go to combat. I'll swing it for Isling.
Yep.
Or 3 it is, Lane.
3, 3, 3. And I'll gain 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then main phase 2. That's all right. Yuck. I have to pass the turn.
Seven draw. Play swamp.
Tortex, Urborg Renewal, Repossession, Shire's thing.
Urborg repossession.
There it is. I knew it was in
Okay.
hand. All right. Yeah.
I
So
would like
yeah, this is
to-
why I needed to keep the relic around. But I need card.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not killing you.
I think
It's
I'm gonna
just
go
stabilizing
with the card.
him.
I'm gonna go with the card draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, it's not really. It's just a.
Mm.
5, 6. Let us activate Severus, sack Niborite schematic to make a construct.
All right.
Lotad, House Guard, Swamp for
Woo!
Ryan, Corrupted Conviction for Aaron.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can-
I'll lose 3.
You can keep
Yeah.
it.
You
That
can
will
keep the
that will
swamp.
trigger Cloakwood.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron.
That's cool.
You can keep it. You can keep
Okay.
it.
All right. I already played a land for turn. Could draw more, or we could do the thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Recast Gary.
Okay. So devotion's 4 now, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Any response, Lotad?
Okay. No.
I'm passing priority.
Take 4.
I will gain 12.
Go to 2.
Ugh, this is like legitimately living on the edge. This is not
Yeah.
where we want to be most of the time, but it is where we are. Yeah, that's fine. I think we just leave up blocks at this point because fucking Goreclaw is just gonna kill me.
Nah.
I think it's him and Lotad.
I'm passing. Yeah, no, I mean it's been one of them that was gonna kill me at some point this whole game. I've been marked by commander damage by
Alright.
all of you.
So you said you passed his lane?
I sure did.
Okay. Alright. Move to my turn. Draw card. Okay. So annoying. Trying to figure this out. Yeah, I think I could. I'm gonna jam this and see how it goes. So I'm gonna cast Marshalling Cry. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's like a
boy.
unicorn ability.
Yep.
All my creatures
Yep.
get 1/1 in vigilance.
Oh,
Sure.
Uh, how much is right? Okay. Okay. Just trying to figure this out. So.
I think that Gary is starting to concern me with all these onboard sack outlets.
Yeah, the birds can fly. The birds can fly over him, but you also have trample to trample through as well. Like those are both relevant.
Yep.
Trying to figure out combat math between our turns.
yeah, it's pretty rough because he's right after you.
Yeah, your Bastion Protector's
Yeah.
not getting in at me because I'm just gonna sack. I'll just put the priest underneath it.
Yeah.
I don't need the mana. I've got lots of mana. I just need some frickin' creatures. I'm so confused.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. The weird thing is he's got like, yeah, he does have blockers, so I can't.
Yep.
My stuff on the ground can't get through. Like I want to keep Aaron alive because like Aaron might have
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't think you
I
want
keep
to kill
fucking
Aaron right
forgetting
now.
to- I would have 2 more of these tapped.
Oh my God, Islane.
Yeah, I
You're
know,
not
I
small.
know,
Yeah.
I know. But
Yeah.
Just don't miss it again. Just don't miss it again.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I mean, it's not a May, so.
Okay.
Yeah. It's yeah.
How much toughness is in play? So that would be 2, 6, 8 block, 8 to block with. It's weird. It's weird.
Your creatures have
okay.
vigilance.
I know they have vigilance. That's not the concern. It's how I attack through is the question. Because I have everyone. I have like everyone's.
You're gonna hit me.
left
You're
over
gonna hit me
too.
for 8 with flying. So I mean, that's probably good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you hit Ryan with 8.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that actually serves much goal right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I need to. But I don't know if I need to do that. Just yeah. Okay. Okay.
Doesn't really matter where the Bastion Protector goes. It either eats a 1/1 squirrel or a priest. So it's more about the 1/1s in the air.
I know. Okay. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Well, no, the whatchamacallit, the little dude that's a 4/1 first striker can go at
Yep.
his lane as well and kill something else.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an option too.
Yeah, I forgot that thing was also buffed.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pay 1, and hold on. Well, because here's the thing, right? I might have. Okay, let's count. Okay, I need to count something else too. Okay, so you've got a fuck ton of trample there, Ryan. So I am concerned you're gonna just hit me. You're just gonna try and hit me here. But that's
Okay.
just sort of what I'm trying to. I can if you can hit if you want to hit in, I guess I can't really
I
do
mean,
anything
like,
about that because like vigilance is the best I can do.
Reasonably, how much can I actually trample for though? Like, do the math on it.
Well, the rest of my board is like got one toughness. I can block one thing,
And you've got vigilance.
but
So, yeah.
yeah, I'm just be losing my board. Okay.
Play a land drop this turn.
I haven't played a land drop, but I don't have a land to play.
He's got action in hand.
Okay. I think I do need to. I'm just gonna play to my out, see how it goes. I'm gonna pay 1. And actually no, I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna give Bastion Pro Green, and I'll go to combat.
Okay.
Pro green
Birds are
off
going.
of Apostle's Blessing?
Pro Green off of
Yeah.
Apostle's Blessing. Yep. Right. Oh, these aren't tapped. Yeah, vigilance. Right. 8 it is slain. 8 at Ryan. And
Yeah, that
then
does kind of
guess the Legionnaire.
seal my decision making, unfortunately.
Is it
It
8 or
does.
6?
Legionnaire's got to go at. Legionnaire, I think, is also going to go at his lane, and the companion. I guess the companion could kill Aaron here.
I'm gonna block.
I guess
I'm gonna have to
I
attack.
guess
I'm gonna have to. I'm worried. Aaron, our life totals are low enough now where if Aaron has a fling, I'm dead.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to swing.
I hadn't
have to
thought
swing the
about that.
companion at Aaron.
Really? And it's a 2/2.
Well, yeah. If you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 1. I'm gonna sacrifice my Mind Stone
Okay.
to get a jury trigger to draw a card.
I mean, you've been on borrowed time for a minute.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Are we going to damage?
Yeah. So Ryan would take 8. His lane would take 8.
I took
Is
8
Aaron
and I
taking-
blocked.
damage?
I'm taking 6, you said? I think you swung just your Bastion Protector at me?
Yeah, it'd be 6.
Yeah, but it got +1 off of the. It got +1 off of the anthem, and it's got.
So that's
Okay, so
7?
it's 7. Yeah, it's 7 actually. Yeah, 7. I did hit you
Okay,
before though, so I
so-
guess one more hit does kill you, but we'll see.
Yep.
Right. So Aaron, if you've got something to stay alive, I mean.
I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna fling jury.
Oh
Yeah,
my
okay.
god.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that's gonna gain you 8 life.
Hang on.
Who are you?
No,
what are your
no.
targets?
It's not
No,
8.
It
It's
doesn't.
not 8.
It's not. Nope.
It's 4 life.
Yeah, because the fling does the damage, not the creature.
Oh, the fling does its own. Okay, you're right. You're right.
So it
I
could
guess you
be.
just fling the companion, or.
It would be like fling companion.
Oh, actually, no.
and then
The
4
companion
damage.
doesn't kill you, so you can't just fling something.
It's also fling plus jury's trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, let's see here.
Total.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're before damage right now.
I mean, if we're before damage, then
Yeah,
let's
that's why
go back.
yeah, let's go back here because we're skating a little ahead on our life totals and everything. So we've got.
Well, he's doing it before damage, so there's nothing before blocks.
Well, there's no
Right,
damage
we had
gone
already
through
we had
yet.
alre's resolved
Yeah.
damage is the point.
Yeah. So but
Oh,
here's
okay,
the thing.
okay. You're right.
But we were hasty in that because Aaron still had a game action to take. So Aaron,
I didn't check to see you guys lost life. That's my bad.
so
We're still before damage.
so Aaron, I can. So you're. Let's see. Are you planning on going face with any of that?
It's yeah, it'd be all face.
Oh, you're going all face at who? Because if
I
it's
mean,
all face,
well,
it's not actually.
Fling is the thing. So Fling's on the stack. Do we have any responses to Fling?
And we need to know a target for Fling. I have no responses
I passed
to Fling.
priority on Fling. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay. So
yeah,
what's
I passed.
Fling's target, Aaron?
I guess technically Jury's is on the stack first. Like Jury's is
No, it's not.
because you stack
Fling.
it and then. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Right, but
Okay,
Fling
okay.
has to have a target. Fling has to have a target first before we pass priority on this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
I'll fling it at Ryan.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because you're next in turn order.
Because I can. I mean, that kind of guarantees I have to kill you next turn. And that's not like who I'm attacking, so it will make me kill you. So I'm offering right now that if you fling,
How much did you take your Bastion damage just now? Or did we go back from that?
we haven't done damage because we haven't resolved combat
Okay.
damage yet. Yeah. So if you, let's see, how can I do this?
Aaron, in theory, does kill you because between the Bastion and the Fling plus Jury's trigger, that's 16.
No, it wouldn't kill me.
Why not? You're at 14.
No. Right, but he can't cast Fling sacking and casting Fling against me and then just die to the 2/2. That's not
Well,
that's
no,
not how
he's
this is
gaining life
working.
with Jury.
I'm gaining life with Jury.
He's gaining life
No,
with
you
Jury
aren't.
still.
Yeah,
You're not
Yes,
getting
he
it.
is.
Jury has
Yeah.
lifelink.
Right. So
Yeah.
move your hand real quick. I'm trying to pull up Fling. Let's see, because I don't think the Fling
He's
is.
not gaining the life of Fling, he's gaining 4 life of Jury's trigger. So he'll gain 4, he does 8 between the Fling and
Oh.
the Jury, and then Bastion does 8 to you.
Yeah. So the thing is that Aaron, if you do that, I'm gonna have to kill you in response. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like if you do this, I'm just telling you what I've got in my hand right now. I will have to kill you in response.
I mean, if you've got
So
Ram
you
through, I
can
mean,
you
use it.
can kill the creature, and like I said, you're not the person I'm attacking next turn. So if you use your trigger to kill with 4 damage and gain life off of the Spirited Companion, and then throw that damage elsewhere, then I don't have to do what I've got in hand.
If we know you have Ram through, if we know you have Ram through, why shouldn't he swing it at you? Because you'll just kill him anyway.
No, I've told him I'm not killing him this turn. He's not the person I'm attacking.
Well, you said
That's
you're
what
not
I'm saying.
attacking. That doesn't mean you're not using Ram for a turn.
Well, I'm not using ram through on him. Definitely not on
Okay.
him. Yeah. So that's what I'm
Okay,
saying
so
is
you're
like
just leaving.
just
You will leave him alone. Okay.
yeah. Yep.
I mean, Aaron, if you had a game plan, don't let people sway you. Stay
Well,
true
but
to
here's
your
the
heart.
thing. It's not competitive to just make somebody use something in their hand that is just going to kill you. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, to be fair,
technically, I didn't
he
know-
wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know
Right, but
that.
I'm saying
Yes.
I'm saying I have it. So that's what I'm promising you.
I
Okay.
would argue it's not competitive to reveal the information. Also,
It
but-
absolutely is. It absolutely is. I reveal information in my hand all the time.
But you don't do that while everything is on the stack.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, he never announced targets. We're still at announcing targets right now for Fling.
All right,
He has
well,
not
Aaron,
chosen his
Aaron,
target.
You have a choice to make, so
Yep.
let's let him make his choice.
Yep.
I mean, do you have the ability to kill someone right now? Because I didn't think you did.
No.
I mean, Fling
Not
is
right.
4, and then that's 4. So you can
With
put
what? What's on
Lotat
the
at
board?
2,
No.
or you could put Ryan at 4, or you could put me at 6. So I guess it's just whichever one of those is the best option for you. But Ryan's threatening to kill you if you do it to him, so I guess you got to pick somebody else or call his bluff.
I'm gonna stick with what I got. I was gonna just do it to Ryan.
Okay.
Dude, this is so strange and uncompetitive because you're literally making me do the thing that I'm promising you I was going to do. And I'm just going to make a point of illustrating that, like, you forcing me to do this right now is actually not competitive.
Why?
Like, you're forcing me to kill you because you I'm giving you an option with Fling to do it to somebody else that keeps you alive
You
and
have
keeps
next
you in the
turn,
game.
though. So you have
Right,
next
but I
turn.
literally, but dude, I told you I'm not killing you and that I'm not swinging at you. So like now you're dead,
Yep.
and that's that.
Wait.
But like,
Wait. Aaron,
Yep,
put your
so we
grave
got-
back.
yeah, we're skipping through stuff and we're not really playing by order right now, and it's a little frustrating. We need to be announcing targets, we need to be passing priority,
So let's establish the
and we
stack
need to be
currently,
like waiting
right?
before damage and
So,
everything
you
before all this is
responded
happening.
to the Fling.
Yeah.
While Fling and Jury's triggers are still all on the stack, you've cast Ram through
Mhm.
targeting Jury, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna
Oh,
pay
he's targeting-
one,
he's
and I'm gonna
targeting
give
me.
Jury throw green.
He can't. Jury gets sacrificed. Sacrifices
Oh,
happen
he
faster
can't.
than anything, and he can't target Jury.
What?
He has to target me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No, well, that's the thing. Ram through needs a target. He's like Fling's already sacked. Why did he? So Ram through wouldn't have even worked. Fuck! I just revealed I had stave off. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty scuffed right now.
So
I'm not gonna
Ryan
lie,
didn't even
guys.
have a legal target in the first place. Damn it. Okay.
What are you
fair enough.
talking about? I have a legal target. I have either one of these.
You can't target Jury. It's already gone.
can't.
I'm not targeting Jury. I'm targeting
You can't.
face. Yes,
It
I
says-
can.
You can't
No,
target
it
base.
says-
Ram through
Damage.
needs to target a creature, and then the
Creature.
access damage off Ram through is dealt to the player.
Yeah, right. It says here, if the creature you control has trample, excess damage is dealt to that creature instead.
Okay. Target creature
So-
you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature, and then it does the excess damage.
So Fling has the clause in it.
Oh, so-
already
so-
that
so
the
actually-
creature's already sacrificed before that happens. Ram through does
Right,
not
right,
have a
right,
legal
right.
target.
So I don't have a legal target for ram through. So what I would have to do instead would be swinging at. It would have to go because it doesn't have a legal target for Fling. He's right. So I would have to ram through just something else, which
Yeah.
in this case would be. And is all the Fling and the Jury going at
I
me?
can't believe what I.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to 1. So I'll just ram through.
Well, you know you.
Yeah, I'm
You're
taking
not.
7
Like,
off
you're
of. I'm
taking
taking. I'm taking 7 off the Bastion and 8 from Jury.
No, you're taking 8 off Bastion. Oh no, you are taking.
No, 7.
No, that means 15. That would be 15, not 16.
So is
That'd
all
still
of
be
so
lethal.
all of so
Yeah.
Aaron, is all of this going towards me?
This is where I was doing it because you were next in order. I was sending Fling and Jury at you, so then it'd be
Wow.
my turn. Instead
Yeah,
of your
this
turn.
is okay. So I can't cast this, and it's not the competitive thing to do to cast this here because it's not affecting the game state. So yeah, this is incredibly scuffed. I'm dead, but GG's, I guess.
And I would
Yeah,
gain
because look,
Yeah.
like,
more life.
because like, and then Aaron, you're just literally dead on board. It's just like very confusing to me.
Okay, so I'll just take my turn then.
Like,
Good night.
yeah, like no permanence in play.
Yeah, I
like,
pass after that. Your
Good
turn.
night.
this is king making for sure.
Ah.
Good night.
Silly.
Good night,
Yeah.
Dada.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not. He needed to stay
It
alive.
is.
That's the thing.
Well, no, but he could do it. He could do it at any target. He could have flung the thing at the spirited companion. He could have flung it at anybody else, right? But instead, he chose to do that. So
Aaron
I mean,
made
it's-
his case. He said that you are before him in turn order. You were the
He
most
has
immediate
one
threat.
card in hand. He can't. He can barely even cast his commander.
3 cards in hand.
Yeah, and look at all the other stuff on the board. I literally told you I wasn't killing you.
Also,
I
it's
literally
take
told
8.
you that.
I don't care.
Yeah, this is king making, but yeah, all right. That's frustrating for
It's
me.
like
Very
you're still meant to
frustrating.
take 8 from the birds.
He's fine. He's dead. I'm taking my turn. My turn.
Okay.
I'm going to drown in sorrow.
Okay. Alright, so the board's swept. Okay. So these go.
So Drown in Sorrow is neg 2, right? To
Neg
everything.
2. Yes.
Yep, next.
I can't do anything. Well, yeah, I can. I'll in response play a Corrupted Conviction, and I will sack any one of my creatures that's about to die to draw 2.
Okay.
And then everything but Sivers dies. And Sivers
Yeah.
and Grey Merchant dies.
And I will scry one.
Goodness.
And I'm going to move that to the bottom of my deck. And then I'll pass my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Untap, draw.
Oops. All good.
Play a swamp. I would like to pay 2 green and 1, 2, 3, and I would like to cast this Stilt Strider. It's a 5/4 with
Stilt
reach. When it
Strider.
ETBs, I get 2 tickets, and then may put a sticker on a permanent, a non-land permanent I own. So I'll get two
Okay.
stickers. Well, if it ATBs, it responses.
No
Yeah.
response.
You're good.
Okay,
Oh,
No
I got
response.
exiled.
then I will use 3 tickets, and I would like to put the Undying sticker on Grey Merchant.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
GG. This is literally like all on board.
Then well, no, that wasn't. Like nobody
You
knew I
got
had
this-
that. I've been setting up for
We
that
didn't
for
know
like
he'd get
4
the
fucking
sticker.
turns. That's been a
Yeah.
long time coming. I had both of these in my opening hand, and it took me 11 turns to get there. With multiple
5 card-
people could have gotten there,
Ah.
but yeah.
5 cards
Either
in
way,
hand,
so
a Witch's
Undying,
Oven.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can pay 2, sack it, it'll come back. You each will take 4. I'll gain
Okay.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
I actually don't have another way to recur it, so you're probably lucky enough to where that doesn't matter, and we still have to play this out a little bit. Well, I mean, I could just kill
Okay.
Aaron, but then I need to have blockers to kill you. Let's see what we can do with a Sivris activation.
Right. So you mill 2
we'll-
cards.
We'll sack
What do you mill?
Darksteel. We'll mill
Okay.
ticket turbo tubes for you, Lotad, and a Fangren Marauder for Aaron. Aaron can't pay, so
You
I'm
can't
getting
get
that.
it. You have to. Yeah.
Yep.
You can.
Would
have
you like
the
to pay
thing
3?
as well,
Yeah, I
the
didn't
other
think
thing.
so. Okay. I do not have anything else I can do, but that's 7 in hand. I will pass turn. There was a creature build, so I will make some Squirrely Boys that are
Okay.
tapped.
Fair.
And your go.
And I
Yep.
believe was that Undying on
Draw for
January?
Undying already. Oh,
Okay.
did we drain again? Did we drain the second
Yeah,
time?
we
Did
drained.
you guys take? You took
Yep.
you took
Yeah, we-
8.
But
Okay.
it's
We
a
did.
it's a 3/5. It's got a counter on it.
Mm. You were correct. Thank you.
We did lose that. We did lose that life. Is Lane.
Yep. Yeah, everybody lost life.
Yeah,
Yep,
cool.
it's all done.
Sticker, just in case there's any confusion, the sticker is on Grey
Yeah.
Merchant forever. So even if it dies and then I can recast it, it will have Undying again.
You can recast it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I didn't have the thing, but I had it earlier when I had the supernatural stamina and the other thing.
Okay.
This game has been all
Um,
over the place.
Incredibly scuffed.
Yeah, this is awkward as heck. Well, I wouldn't say that, but okay. I'm gonna go to combat. Islane, I will attack you with Bastion. Yeah.
Yeah. What's my commander damage at? 5. I could take that hit.
There's 5.
I'm gonna take the hit.
Okay.
No 11
then,
commander.
yeah, I will pass. That's cool. It's your turn, Aaron.
Lotad, is it 5 or 6?
He took 6.
So not 5. He took 6. Okay.
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
at 11 commander damage now.
Draw.
Hmm.
I will tap 4 to play Unexpected Windfall.
Okay.
I will pitch LINKTREE.
All
I'll
right.
draw 2 cards. I'll get 2 treasures. I'll play Mountain. Tap 1. Actually, check it. I'll tap 1 to play a Goblin Arsonist.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Untap it and draw. All right. This is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tap a squirrel for a black. I'm gonna add 2 more. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
Crypt Rats.
Crypt Rats? Okay. You've got
I've got
6
sticks.
black? Yeah.
Yep, that's GG's.
Okay.
There it is.
Well played, Islane.
That's good. Good stuff, Islane. GG's.
I do not blame you for politicking there, but I also don't necessarily blame it the way it went down with the. We kind of. I think what happened to diffuse the whole situation. We all kind of just were playing, and because there's no blue in the pod, we were all just like, okay, yeah, we just do the thing. We just do the thing. We just do the thing. We did that for 3/4 of the game, and at the end, we really had to, focus more on priority and individual triggers and things, and like it got a little sloppy. So
Well,
I think that's
should
on. I
always
think
be
it's
doing
on.
that.
I think it's on everybody, and we shouldn't blame any one person in particular.
Well,
or
We should
anything.
always be doing. We should always be following order. We should always be declaring targets with our stuff. I think that's just a
Yeah.
good reminder, just to
is.
maintain
I'm
like a
just
clean,
saying,
like
right.
clean priority and all that
Already
stuff.
do the-
That's the most
already-
important thing.
Is your stream done?
No, it's not done.
That will be nice.
Yeah, but GG's everybody.
I mean, yeah, it's just
well played.
Yeah, definitely a lot of It's good that we at least realized the problem and we went back to before damage to sort of
No, I mean
establish what happened here.
it's always easy to figure out. It's just a matter of doing it correctly. But like I said, we all kind of got lax with it through most of the game. So when it became a little heated there, it was like, all right, yes, these things needed to happen, but then everybody
No, I mean, I don't.
I would
misshared
personally say
information
I
and-
wasn't, but
I was not. I was also asking for priority and things like that too. I would not say that I was like skipping through priority or anything. I was inviting and asking those things at every moment, as well as asking for targets and things too. So
it felt
yeah.
pretty lax for the first half of that.
yeah,
I
it
don't
was kind of scuffed. Yeah, kind of a little bit scuffed, but it's okay. It's it is what
It's
it
all
is.
good.
It was still a good game, and I'm glad you put up a win with Siverus. That's definitely really cool, and it's awesome to see all the recursion come into play where it doesn't really matter whether you're milled or not, because if you have the recursion in hand, then you can do stuff with it, and you use stickers, which is super cool. Everybody,
that was
I think,
the first
forgets.
time I've actually been able to put a sticker on something, and this was
Yeah, I mean, this is the first. Same too. Same here.
This particular sticker works really well with Grey Merchant when I have like a carrion feeder or something else, like a Visceraseer that's free. Unfortunately,
yeah.
I didn't have that. I only had Siverus when I first tried to do it, and then things happened, and then I got the Witch's Cauldron out, which helped a little bit, but I usually have a little bit more devotion too when I try to do this, so... But still, being able to put the Undying sticker on it and then do the thing a
Yeah,
few times, it stabilized me to the point where I could win.
Yeah, no kidding, for sure.
He could
It's good
have
stuff, though.
Aaron could have potentially killed me or killed someone else. I think early on you guys were a little too focused on me when I wasn't doing much because you didn't know what I had. But
I mean, I swung
ended up
one time.
being It ended
Yeah,
up
I
being somewhat prophetic in the sense that like I did have Grey Merchant and the Still Strider
Yeah, I
in
mean,
my hand at the beginning, plus
yeah.
the Vorbian that got me a
When-
ticket. So I knew I was going for that Undying with the Grey Merchant from the get go.
And what I'll say is that when you're there's no
draw right at the end where I was just like,
there's
okay,
no
I could just
combo
go here.
deck at the table. There's no combo deck at the table, and so the heuristics there are that you go for the control player. And in this case, there was one time I swung at you that was not for damage; it was just for a card because I wasn't drawing threats.
And that
like
was the
I
only
drew...
time you damaged me too, yeah. Or
yeah,
no,
it
that
was
the
the only
first,
time.
No, you hit me twice, but that was the first time.
I hit you twice, but the first one was just a tickle. It was just to draw cards, right? Because of the snake skin or the snake umbra. But unfortunately, I didn't really have ability to pressure Lotad with my Goreclaw. That would actually. I mean, I could have swung in and lost the snake umbra. But it would have been for like 1 damage. It'd be like one damage, like recast my commander, lose the source of card advantage. So I was a little bit pinched there.
The one wipe that got rid of the 1/1s hurt me. The early edict got my Sivrus, that hurt me because I had the Feign Death already, and I just was like, I'm gonna play it out, and I could have waited, but you know that's just how it goes.
You did well.
Notably, this is not the first win with Sivrus. This is the first win with some stickers in the deck, but prior to that, I'd won a few times. So this deck is starting to prove to be pretty formidable. I'm gonna keep honing it and see what I can do with it.
It's a good control deck. You generate a lot of card advantage. You grind really well.
I wouldn't even call it a control deck. I would call it a true mid-range, where it's just a grind plan until you get to your win. Because that is control. They're similar, but I don't like calling it control because
like
I feel like control is like counter spells over and over again, or
removal. Edict,
counters
sweepers.
Are like control. To me, control is instant speed, draw, go. That at least that's how in cPDH or other formats.
Yeah.
So this to me is a mid-range Thrasios grind plan kind of deal.
But you're also not like attacking people though. Like you're not pivoting with attackers, so like that's kind of what's like.
I could, and some of these stickers actually help me do that. Where they give there's a one that's an anthem that will, if I'm making a bunch of squirrels, I can like pivot to a kind of like what you were not you what Lotad was doing with like the 1+1+1+ vigilance kind of deal. Like I could make it a little more go wide. There's a lot of things that you could do with this deck. I like where it's at. It's doing things. I mean, turn 12 is kind of slow, but honestly,
I'd say that
you're set back a little bit. So
I'd say that your deck is the control deck. Mid-range would be like TPI, where you can actually like apply a lot of pressure early on with something, and you can pivot. Whereas like what you're doing is incredibly grindy, and your win condition is like turn 12 probably. It's like maybe turn 10 on average, but
most of my games have I've won earlier than this. This is a long one. I still think it's mid-range, but to each their own.
You grind a lot of value, draw a lot of cards, and you get the job done. That was sweet. Well played, Isleen. All right, we're gonna wrap the stream up. Hope everybody had a great time here, and Isleen, we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for the game.
For sure. Later.
Yep. Peace out. All right, we're gonna swap on over here. All right, folks. For those of you left here, let me just take a look here. I hope you all had a great time during the game today. A little tension there at the end, but that's okay. It's always a good reminder. You need to pass priority through things in order, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Declaring targets is really important as well. There are a lot of revealing of information in response to things there that I think cause problems. But other than that, sometimes it gets complicated. Multiplayer is hard, and nobody can be blamed for navigating it, in ways that don't always work. So, with that said, I do want to take a moment to thank all of the patrons here who make this whole thing go round. We've got a couple of new patrons who just recently joined. If you too want to become a patron, you can join us at patreon.com/commonconnoisseurs. And of course, want to thank all of the folks who have made it possible. So, going through the names in order, we've got Jared, Dax, the PDH Pod, Sanctuary PDH, Jack, Eric, Adgin, Jerry, Zach, Scooby, Chris, Mizu, William, Paul, Corey, Derek, Devin, Ian, Bobby, Jin Shooting Star, and Noyark. So thank you all for your support. Much appreciated. If you too want to join the Common Connoisseurs and support great content like this, as well as helping me buy a new computer so that I can continue to do this. My computer is on its last legs right now. So all the money that we get from the Patreon goes right back into infrastructure. So I'm going to pull this up on screen just like that. You can go here and we have patron tiers from $2, $5, $10, $20, and $50 a month. We want to make sure there's some really nice available tiers here for those of you that just want to support at a level that you can afford. But yeah, this is a great way to support us. We have all sorts of offerings here. We're adding to this all the time. We've just recently added a couple of other ones. And yeah, it's a great way to support the content and support us as content creators. So thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll catch you on the battlefield. Peace out, connoisseurs.